Ladies and gentlemen, friends from every corner of this fragile, beautiful planet. Today, I invite you to pause. Not scroll, not swipe, not skim, but truly pause. Look around you. Look at the world we're living in. A world where war is no longer history. It's our headlines. A world where peace feels like a luxury instead of a right. A world where humanity, our shared sacred humanity, is drowning in division, fear, and conflict. But this is not just a political problem. It is not just the burden of diplomats or the decision of armies. This is our problem. Yours, mine, ours. Because war doesn't just happen on the battlefield. It starts in our minds, it spreads through our words, and it takes root in the choices we make every day. Right now, as I speak, somewhere in the world, a child is hiding under a table while bombs fall. A mother is holding her breath in the dark, praying for morning. A father is digging through rubble, not for gold, but for his daughter's shoe. From Ukraine to Gaza, from Sudan to Syria, from silent genocides to forgotten civil wars, we are watching the disintegration of lives, cultures, and futures. But war is not always loud. Sometimes it is quiet, invisible. It looks like economic collapse, cultural erasure, food insecurity. It looks like refugee camps swelling beyond their borders. It looks like nationalism dressed up as patriotism and hatred masquerading as ideology. We have become numb. Numb to violence. Numb to injustice. Numb to human suffering. We scroll past tragedy like it's just another trending topic. We donate once and believe our duty is done. We argue online, but we do not listen. We repost, but we do not reflect. So I ask you, what kind of world are we leaving behind? What kind of world are we actively creating through our silence or our apathy? Peace is not just the absence of war. It's the presence of justice, the presence of opportunity, the presence of human dignity. But peace is fragile, like glass. And the truth is, we've been taking it for granted. We spend trillions on weapons and warfare, but pennies on dialogue, on education, on healing. We celebrate innovation in AI and biotech, but ignore the innovation we desperately need in diplomacy, empathy, and conflict resolution. We build smarter bombs, but not wiser humans. We pursue power, but abandon peace. And we teach children history, but not how to prevent it from repeating itself. Where is our investment in understanding? Where is our curriculum on compassion? Where is our collective will to choose peace, not just once, but daily? So, what does the world need right now? It needs truth tellers, people willing to speak up even when it's uncomfortable. It needs bridge builders, not wall makers. It needs listeners, not just loud voices. It needs everyday people, you and me, to reclaim our role in shaping the future. The world needs empathy, not apathy, dialogue, not dogma, unity, not uniformity, action, not just awareness. We must stop otherizing one another. We must stop letting borders define who deserves safety, love, and respect. We must recognize that pain in Gaza is pain in New York, that suffering in Kyiv is suffering in Nairobi. That joy and soul should matter to someone in Buenos Aires, because we are one species, one planet, one fragile ecosystem of lives bound together. What hurts one ultimately hurts all. The world doesn't need more soldiers with guns. It needs more soldiers of peace, armed with compassion, trained in listening, fluent in forgiveness. It needs parents teaching their children not to hate. It needs leaders who lead with humility, not ego. It needs citizens who vote with their conscience, not just their wallet. And that brings us to courage. Courage today is not about standing on a battlefield. Courage is about standing in the middle, between two sides, between two beliefs, and saying, there has to be another way. Courage is choosing kindness when anger feels justified. Courage is refusing to stereotype, even when fear tries to justify it. Courage is educating yourself, not to win debates, but to understand those you fear or disagree with. It's easy to hate from a distance. Harder to hate when you sit eye to eye with another human being. when you hear their story, their pain, their dreams, and realize they want what you want: safety, love, dignity. This is the kind of courage the world is starving for. The quiet courage of compassion in the face of chaos. The daily courage of choosing hope over hate. You may be thinking, what can I do? I'm just one person. But remember, every great movement for peace began with one voice. Here's what you can do. Educate yourself. Don't rely on headlines alone. Seek out truth. Seek out multiple perspectives. Speak up against hate, racism, extremism, and injustice, no matter who it's coming from. Vote like lives depend on it, because they do. Support organizations that build peace, house refugees, and give voice to the voiceless. Connect with people different from you. Learn their stories, see their humanity, and most importantly, start at home. Start with your own language, your own judgments, your own choices. Peace is built one conversation at a time, one meal shared, one apology made, one act of empathy expressed. We are living in an era of choices, and history will ask, when war called, did you look away or did you answer with peace? When humanity was breaking, did you help rebuild or did you retreat into comfort? When hatred screamed, did you whisper love or stay silent? Let us not wait for another tragedy to shake us awake. Let us not wait for history to repeat before we choose a different path. War is a choice. So is peace. And right now, more than ever, the world needs you. Not to be perfect, but to be present, to be conscious, to be courageous, to be human. Thank you.